Lumi, there's Carolina, there's Leonardo, there's Mare Nostrum 5, there is Discoverer, there is
Meloxina,
Jupiter coming up, and
why do you give names to ships? You know?
Help me somebody. Let's go.
Vega.
Supercomputing is often referred to as the Formula One of computers.
It's a very interesting topic.
Honestly, before I joined the EuroHPC, I didn't know too much about supercomputing.
So the objective of the European High Performance Computing Joint Undertaking is that we create a world-leading environment for supercomputing.
The joint undertaking was set up by the European Union, member states and private companies.
So we're looking at the latest and greatest within not only the CPUs, but also memory, the graphics processors. And then on top of that, once we're done making each of the compute units as fast as it can possibly go, we take thousands of them and put them together into machines like the Lumi machine we have in Finland, which is number 3 in the world.
The supercomputers are big investments. The European Union pays 50%, the countries pay 50%. The idea is if you pool the resources together, you'll get bigger machines that can then have more impact on research and development in Europe.
This is done by various things. For example, we create an infrastructure by building supercomputers all over Europe. Those supercomputers are located in specific countries, but actually all countries that are participating in the joint undertaking can have access.
The computers are accessible to European researchers, and also in the future we may develop supercomputers or procure supercomputers for industrial use in Europe.
The supercomputers are working behind the scenes for a lot of very critical applications: drug discovery, climate research.
It was very important in relation to the COVID pandemics.
With the pandemics, we saw it a lot. We had a very fast development of drugs, of societal changes. We needed to know how the pandemic is spreading. This is done by models, but the models are so big, it's so complicated, many mathematical equations. So a normal computer, like a laptop, couldn't actually do it. It would calculate for years. If you put it in one of our supercomputers, it will be done in 1 hour of calculations, maybe a little bit more depending on how difficult the calculation is.
We need supercomputers to process that data, and that's why we need larger scale machines together. At the moment we have 8 supercomputers procured and 5 online, and hopefully next year, by the end of next year, we'll have another 3 or, well, between 3 and 5.
We have a big, ambitious research and innovation program, and there we want to try to get a full European supply chain of supercomputing. That means from the processor to the hardware to the software to the applications, we want to develop and create all this process of supercomputing.
We support a number of research and innovation projects in the area of high-performance computing. This is all the way down from how do we develop the future hardware that goes into supercomputers, to how do we develop the operating system and the software stack, the applications, and then last but not least, how do we train people to use these computers, so that what's the point of buying them and doing all the other work if no one knows how to use the beasts?
People are also extremely important, so that's why now we engage into our European Master in HPC. The idea is really not only the HPC, but also the HPDA and the AI aspects. And so we succeeded to have a very large consortium with 21 countries, 8 awarding universities, 38 additional universities, also a whole set of partners. The whole industry is behind us, and also the supercomputing centers. So the idea is that we are going to work together to define what will be the fundamentals, so what would be necessary to say that you're an expert in the field. And after that, you are going also to decline it into some specialties per country.
What I also like is that you can see the impact of what you do.
We form a great team.
Wonderful colleagues, and at times it feels more like a family or a group of friends than it does colleagues. So yeah, I think mainly the team and the management. I mean, you could not ask for better bosses than at the EuroHPC.
I find that at EuroHPC you can really demonstrate your competencies in many areas and also develop them. You have many opportunities to do that, and also because we are so small, we don't have the silo mentality, so you can actually get your hands dirty, as my boss says, in many different areas.
Help me, somebody. Come on, let's go.
I think I'll stop there and you can ask me the next question.